Welcome back to SnowRunner. You join us today on Island Lake in the Fleetstar F2070A as we look to pick up 2 lots of wooden planks and deliver them to Bob's Bridge. Now in the last episode we managed to construct 2 different bridges. One was Bob's Bridge, but there's 2 in total to do. So today we plan to finish that off and do the second bridge, which then means we can deliver the curtain side trailer to the lumber mill that is broken down and do part of the mission, Lumber Mill Revival, that we started a couple of episodes ago before getting stuck because of lack of bridges. Now, the route we're planning out here isn't the same route we did last time to Bob's Bridges. I thought, well, we've got a back route to go there according to the map. There's also a watchtower to pick up. Why don't we do that on the way? So then it's a different route, and hopefully we'll unlock more of the map as well along the way. Maybe find some new interesting things as well. It's a bit of a trickier route because we don't know what it's going to entail. We don't know what the terrain is going to be like. But I also think it's worth that risk because we're then finding more of the map at the same time. We could take the easy route. We could go south and the long winding route. But before we've got enough fuel, let's actually discover what we can along the way. You never know what we're going to come across. So I think this is the right decision. We've got to always be finding out new things on the map, making sure we deliver the deliveries, and just make sure every episode contains us finishing something. That's kind of my plan. You know, we need to keep moving forward. So I think discovering things on the way to something is definitely the ideal way of doing it. We do have some missions further south to do as well that need wooden planks, but we'll get to that, I'm sure. But today, Bob's Bridge, we're going to finish it off and then get the curtain-side trailer from a couple episodes ago delivered finally to the lumber mill that's there. So, as I say, new route. We've kind of had a look at this previously. As you can see, the helmet there. So in the last episode, we kind of came this way to see if we could get across to what's in the middle, which is the drilling site. Abandoned drilling site, I think it is. And that helmet doesn't show anything up. There's no task, there's no load delivery, there's nothing. Is it load maintenance comes up or something? There's nothing there. And in the last episode, we couldn't figure out why. Well, that hasn't changed. That looks interesting. What is that? Something that's fallen over by the looks of it, to be fair. Not sure. Maybe that will come up later. I don't know. But yeah, so we were hoping for a bridge or something across, but that mission still hasn't arrived. So I don't know. I think that's locked behind something else. That's my thinking anyway. There we go. Going off on a tangent as always. Okay, road so far terrain-wise isn't too bad. It's definitely better than the other route when we was going that long way back from the lumber mill down south towards that watchtower. Ah, there's a new task here. That's a new mission then we can unlock and collect, ready to do at some point. So this is why I wanted to do this. We never know what we're going to find, and that adds to our plan of attack. So this is the Huntsman and the car. Okay. That's the thing, I think. The more tasks and missions we have in our log, the more you can plan and go, right, on the way to this we can do this, this, this. It works out really well. We need to deliver the Scout 800, which is actually right next to us now, to the Hunter's parking. Interesting. Okay, so we've got the mission. It's in our log. I don't want to leave it there. The Scout, you can see it all bogged down over there to our left. Not close enough right now to grab it. I think we should bring this closer to the road. So when we are ready to deliver this, because it's the opposite direction of what we're going in now anyway, so we're not doing it now. But I think if we put it out, put it ready, it's an easier collection for whatever truck we're using at the time. Currently the Fleetstar is still the only truck we have in Island Lake. That will change. I'm pretty sure we've got to bring other vehicles here. I just haven't got to that yet. But it's definitely something that's in my head. I'm thinking about, right, we've got to get these other trucks. We need a low or high saddle. I need to work out which one. And I still think we need a scout vehicle here. We've got a scout fuel carrier trailer as well, so definitely need a scout vehicle. Frustratingly, this Scout 100, although we have one, would have been handy to have because it's already in Island Lake, but because it's linked to a mission, we don't get to keep it. It's a shame because if we didn't have to deliver it for a mission, we wouldn't have to bring our Scout here. Although it wouldn't have any upgrades or anything on it. So yeah, maybe. Yeah, it would have made no sense, I suppose, keeping it. Because it wouldn't have anything we could use. Tyres would be generic, I think. But there we go. It's not ours anyway. I don't know why I'm thinking about it. It's not even ours. So there we go. But yeah, road is definitely seems a bit better than the other route, although we are getting a bit dodgy here, but it's definitely a lot quicker. You can notice the Fleetstar is going quicker than what we were in the last episode on that really bumpy road. That's for those that watched the last episode. A massive thank you to those that did. And don't forget, a like on the episode really does help the channel as well. the like on the episode actually means more than a view a lot of the time. So yeah, massive thank you to everybody who watched the last episode. Yeah, definitely a different route, less bumpy, a bit drier as well, I would say. Less risk of falling into the bog. There's a lot more grass on the side, so yeah, probably a safer route. So the watchtower I was hoping to unlock is further than I thought. Okay, there's a road to the right that gets there, and the road to the left, but we don't know those routes. Okay, we're not doing the watchtower. I'm trying to drag the actual marker down onto the road that we're going to go on, because I think we're going to need to ignore that watchtower for the time being, and we'll come back to that at some point. But I can't for some reason I can't figure out how to drag the marker down. I used to be able to. I think I've just forgotten how to do it. We still need to go to the lumber mill to the left. Come on, why is it not working? I can't. I'm obviously pressing the button wrong, but I don't know what button it is on the PS5. If anyone knows what button it is to move that line, that marker, from where it is to somewhere else, let me know, without deleting it, obviously. So yeah, there's a building there we want to investigate. You never know what we're going to find. We'll carry on this road to the left, and then we should make it to lumber. I'm hoping there's nothing stopping us once we get close to lumber, because that road that we saw last time as well, we're just a bit unsure, does it connect? Because we've seen roads that aren't connected, so we haven't been there enough to know if that road is fully there or not. It could just be completely bogged down. We'll find out very soon, I'm sure. So this building, every time you see a building on the map, you've got to have a quick look and see if there's anything to pick up. Looks like there's a mission here, and if there's any trailers to unlock, and there's a trailer there as well. That worked out quite well, didn't it? New trailer discovered. That is a sideboard semi-trailer, and we've got a new objective: signal in the mountains. Okay, it's an interesting one. The trailer, isn't that? I think that's another one that needs a saddle as well. Let's have a look at the mission first. Broken antenna. Explore the broken antenna. That's it. So this is why I think we need to bring a scout across. Things like that. Explore this broken antenna. You don't need a proper truck for that, do you? Is that one of the ones that needs a... I think it is. Can't quite see because of the bushes, but I'm pretty sure that needs a saddle. Which is... We need it for another truck we found as well. So we are going to have to bring the Transstar over, I think, with the saddle on. I'm hoping it's the same saddle for both. That would help us massively. Normally I'd put the saddle on the Fleetstar, but because there's no garage, we can't change it here. And I'd have to go all the way back through Smithfield Dam to just change the back of the Fleetstar. So the Fleetstar is probably going to do the hauling just on its back like this, and I think we'll bring the Transstar across. There's another route up there, so that's how you get to the watchtower. There's these different roads. See, these different roads tell me you look at possibly upgrades, I think, in them kind of routes. That's what it looks like to me, but again, scout vehicle would be perfect for exploring those. So we'll have to do that in some point in the future as well, once we get it over here. But yeah, they're definitely some little roads to go and explore. But yeah, that would be my guess, is upgrades. Places like that. That's kind of what it's telling me. But that is just an observation on my part. Little bridge here that we didn't have to build. Oh, that was a bit of damage. What did we actually hit there? I know we got some speed up, but we hit suspension and wheel. Did some damage there. I'm not too sure what it was. And some wheel damage there. What are we hitting? The little rocks that I'm not seeing? I know we had some speed. That's not a bad thing sometimes. But yeah, okay. That was unexpected. So we've got a right-hand turn here. We haven't been this way, but it does look like it's fully connected. We've come down before there, so we know that road's fine. It looks like it's fully connected. I think we're going to get this delivered and job done, which will be fantastic. There's always a part of me that, generally I'm an optimist, but there's always a part of me in SnowRunner that's a pessimist, because we can be caught out so easily. Like, it looks okay, it should be okay, but will it? And it's that catches me out. So that's the drop-off point for Lumber Mill Revival, if I remember correctly, which is where the Curtainside train needs to go. And then this is the drop-off point for these planks for this second of Bob's Bridges. There we go. Bob's Bridges is finished. That's the second bridge complete. And we've been promoted to rank 12. Fantastic. That went really well, didn't it? Nice and simple. I say simple. It's taken us a little while to get it done, but it's done. I'm pretty happy to rank up as well, rank 12. I don't know quite what we get for that. I have to check tyres and things. I don't think we get too much.
So I think we start by bringing over the curtain-side trailer, because it's over there. We know where it's got to be delivered. It's a fairly simple one. So we'll drag that across these two bridges we just made, and then we'll have a look at what's next. But yeah, I think we're here, that's here, we might as well at least get that done. I know it needs more for Lumber Mill Revival. It's not. This isn't the only thing we need for it, but at least if we have this there, it's done. And then we'll figure out what's next afterwards. So we're just going to get it hooked up to the back. The problem with this kind of road is you can see the edges are really bad for bogging down, and it's so easy to do. Yeah, go try and get the angle to get this to attach, but it's just being bogged down is an issue. Come on. I wouldn't say I'm the best at reversing. I do struggle a little bit when it comes to reversing. With a trailer on, it's even worse. I don't mind the trailers on the high or low saddles. They're not too bad to reverse with because you just steer the opposite direction to get the turn. The ones that connect like this one does, I hate reversing with. They just go everywhere. Really can't stand them. What am I? No, do not fall over. If we fall over, we're in trouble. Because we've got nothing here to right the Fleetstar with. That's so close. Right, okay. Winch connected to pull us back. I've taken that a weird angle, I think, is the issue. Would that also mean I need to reverse? I hate reversing with these trailers. Come on. Just because it can go anywhere. I feel like I've got no control over these trailers. And if that tips, we'll have to drag it. We haven't got much choice, have we? Come on. Back a little bit. I just need a better angle of actually getting to the bridge. It's too tight of an angle, and I think we're just slightly catching it on the edge and going off. Right, hopefully we've straightened up enough. Take this slightly differently. Is it enough? Come on. We'll know as soon as that trailer hits the bridge. I think we're okay. Yeah, we're golden. We're golden. Okay. Let's get this across. Get it delivered. I think that's one part of Lumber Mill Revival done. We need to have a look at what we need for the other bit of that. Whether we can do it now or not, in my thinking. I'm not too sure. Okay, delivery point to our right hand side. And that is that done at least. Let's put the mission on first. There we go. So it's not the only thing we need. But we'll have to think about what we're going to do with that. As I say, I know we need to bring other vehicles across. There's too many saddles needed not to. But that is the first stage of that complete. We do need concrete blocks and metal beams, which we have. So there's a trailer that has them on. Up there, there's a trailer. So we need to bring the Transstar across with a saddle, pick up that trailer, and that is everything we need to finish off Lumber Mill Revival. So we don't need to go back to Smithfield Dam to pick that stuff up, because we can just take it from there, straight there. Okay, so that's something we are going to do. Not today, because we're in the Fleetstar. We may as well just carry on with the Fleetstar today, but I think that's definitely something we need to do to finish that off. And I'm assuming if we finish that off, Lumber Mill Revival means, to me, Revival, it's going to get back up and running. So potentially, that would get the Lumber Mill up and running again, and then we can pick things up from it to deliver. Which would be a very good point to start from, because it's quite a big area and quite good roads. Right, we've got to think about what we want to do here in terms of what's next for today. So we've got the car to deliver. That's because we can pick up metal beams from there. We know there's a couple more bridges to build. Tough Negotiations is two lots of planks. There's also, it's not showing up on the map, but around there somewhere there's also one lot of metal beams need delivering. But for some reason it's not showing up on the map, so I don't know why it's not. We know metal beams do need delivering as well. The car is going there. Right, what's the plan? Signaling Mountains is explore the antenna, which is miles away. I think we do the car. I think we've already pulled it out of the water and the bog. We can drive back the way we've just come, pick up the Scout 800, and on the way to deliver it there is a watchtower as well. We do need fuel as well, don't we? So I think if we go down across the two bridges we just built, and then we go and get fuel from the fuel carrier that's up there, And then we come down. We can come all the way back round here. Because we need to pick up the car, don't we? No, we don't. Do we go round? No, we can take this route. We've already been there once for the watchtower. So we'll go that route, back towards the lumber mill. We can come straight down here. And then take that road. Yeah, that works out. Where's that? Watchtower. I think that watchtower's going to be really tricky to get to, so ignore that for the minute. We can pick up the Scout 800, come this way, and we haven't been here before, so we can go and quickly grab the watchtower. Hopefully that opens up more stuff, and then we can go and deliver the car. That does look like there's a straight road to deliver it. I think that's a good plan. It's always a little bit worrying with plans, though, because I do think that it sounds like a really good plan, it makes sense, and then something goes really terribly wrong, and then I kind of blame myself for making the plan. But actually, the plan was sound. My driving was generally the problem. 9 times out of 10, it's me. It's not the terrain, it's me. But there we go. So, that is the plan. We're going to go and get some fuel first, so we can use Bob's Bridges to go and get some fuel. And then we'll head and grab the Scout 800 and deliver that. The watchtower will be handy as well, as I say. That will give us some, hopefully some new objectives further north. There's so much to do, isn't there? And I know there's still jobs to do in Smithfield Down. They're not major jobs, they're only small. There's no main story jobs. I was talking about how I talk about main story in SnowRunner in the last episode. So for those who don't know, for me, main story is the 3 big companies that have missions, like the Lumber Mill Revival, are main story, as far as I'm concerned. And tasks are your side missions. But I will still call them missions. It's just the way I say it. So yeah, I think that's a good plan. Am I changing my mind here? No, I think we're good. I was thinking I'd change my mind, but no, we're okay. Yeah, trying to think too many things there. I was kind of questioning myself. Are we going the right way? That's the right route, which is where we should be going. But we're good. This is a small rock formation here. We're going to try and get around it. I don't want to try and squeeze through because it's so dodgy trying to squeeze through that. So is there a way round them 2 rocks? Because that gap is so small. I'm just a bit unsure if there's a way round. There's a tree that's so steep, that slope. Yeah, we're not getting up there. It's just you just see I know there's a tree in the way. Admittedly, normally you'd be able to run over one of those, but there's no speed. So I think we have to keep going through the rocks. The safest entrance is actually from the other side, but that's another journey. And yeah, we're already here. Come on, squeeze through. Squeeze. It's just so tight, isn't it? Anything bigger would really struggle coming this way. Which means you only got one way to get fuel if you don't come this way, though. I can see a way of discouraging people to try and use this to get fuel. Wow, that is tricky. Come on. The winch definitely does help. It's weird how you're winching across to a tree that's past the rocks to the side of them, and yet it does help massively. Although this time it's not. Come on, we've done this several times and we've got through in the end. The thing is, we're burning fuel, which, okay, isn't a bad thing. There's a fuel trailer there, but at some point it's going to run out. All this wasted fuel could potentially cause us an issue later down the line. Come on. Just can't get it to come round now. We've done this plenty of times. I say plenty of times. We've only been in Island Lake for 2 episodes, but we've done it a few times. I've never had this much of an issue. Okay, we've got everything on. Diff lock. Diff lock works straight away. So next time we want to come through there, we'll stick diff lock on, and it won't be an issue. Oh, it's sod's law, isn't it? Had to be. Had to be. Right, let's get some fuel anyway. Focus on what we're planning to do today. More damage. Definitely need to get a scout across to fix us up. I don't know. Is there a trailer that you can use for fixing yourself? There must be. I think the maintenance trailer, I think it is. Because it might be a case we just buy one of those and have it nearby so we can fix ourselves. Because the Fleetstar's been doing Island Lake on its own now. This is the 3rd episode in Island Lake with the Fleetstar, after its own journey here in it as well. And it definitely needs some looking after. We've damaged it a little bit. Not fully all our fault. But, you know, you hit things you don't see and go too fast sometimes. And things just catch you out. And we've done some damage to suspension, engine damage. Mainly done on the bouncing road that we were doing an episode or 2 ago. from the log station getting planks for bridges and stuff. That road there is really swampy but also really bumpy, and 9 times out of 10 you end up nose first into something, and we get engine damage from that. We have hit the fuel containers as well. Crashing into the tower doesn't help though, does it? Talking about damage to the Fleetstar, we crash straight into the watchtower. Yeah, that's how it works. It's just a way of showing how we damaged the vehicle. Oh, I don't know. The way this goes sometimes is mad. Right, we're doing well. Okay, so we're trying to get back onto the road that... Oh, no, come on. 2 lots of engine damage there. A bit more swampy here. I can't believe we just got 2 lots more engine damage. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to fix it with the Scout 800 when we bring it across, or get a trailer that can fix parts. Money on this hasn't seemed to be an issue so far. The only time we had an issue with money, this is what made me think of maintenance trailer as well. We had struggle with money at the start. So when we first unlocked off-road tyres, all-terrain tyres? I think it was all-terrain. We didn't have any money, so we just sold the GMC because we weren't using it. It was rubbish at the time. We've now since bought it back because we're keeping all the vehicles that we find, and that's fine. But that's the only time we struggle for money. Since then, we've found a second Chevrolet Scout vehicle, so we sold that and got the money for that as well. And we haven't really struggled since. And because we're not buying vehicles, we don't need to save money for vehicles. So trailers generally is going to be our expense, I think, more than anything else. Which I'm surprised by. I thought we'd have to spend more money than we do. Because when you find an upgrade, you don't spend any money. It's an upgrade. When you want to change tyres, they cost money, but they're not that expensive. And we can sell trailers littered around the map. Black River, at some point, we really should go and grab all the trailers and then sell them all. Because that's money sitting there doing nothing. That's actually a good point. Let me know in the comments what you think. So, Black River has a load of trailers there. The only thing left to do in Black River that I'm aware of, unless there's many main story missions to take us there, is the contest, which we're going to do last before we leave Michigan anyway. We're going to do all the 4 maps contests in a series of episodes once we finish Michigan. If we can get into 1 episode, fantastic, but I doubt it. So it'll be 2 or 3 maybe of all the contests before we leave. But so my question is, do we do an episode of us collecting trailers? Because it's going to be boring. You know, I fully admit and know it's going to be boring, but it's still a job. And so far we haven't not showed anything. Yes, we've cut things out and sped things up in different ways, but we've never not. Well, you know, I've not gone and done a few tasks without showing you guys. I've not gone and collected stuff without showing you guys. You know, I try and keep it as raw and uncut to the best of my ability. There are times when an episode could be 2 hours long because of one mission. You know, we do cut that a bit and make it so it's a lot shorter. Hence the login mission in Black River being the biggest example of that. So I think that doing the trailers would give us a massive amount of money. There's a fair few around Black River that need emptying. I think some have still got bits on them. Some might still have produce, or not produce, but stuff on them. So do we go around and sell them all, or do we just leave them and say it doesn't matter? Because I'm a bit wary about throwing money away like that, because we don't know later on if we're going to need money. Tyres make it more expensive. I just don't know. And although we're not buying vehicles, there are still upgrades we do have to buy, winches and things, and they're not cheap. So let me know what you think. Do we do an episode where I'm running around grabbing all the trailers, or do I want? Would it be better if I did that away from recording, if that makes sense? Because we haven't done that as of yet. Yeah, I've drove a vehicle to somewhere and not showed that, but then we started the episode once we're there. That's normal, because it just saves a bit of time on that bit of the journey that, you know, we've done it 7 times over. So yeah, let me know what you think. I don't know whether we need to do an episode for it, or I just do it when I get a chance and we just bank the money that way. I don't know. Yeah, let me know what you think. There's not many. There's a few trailers here as well, but they're going to be used hopefully soon once we get the Transstar here. But again, once they're used, although I haven't seen a trailer. Oh, we have got a trailer store down the bottom actually. So there is a trailer store here to sell them if we don't need them. Although we'll need at least one. If we bring the Transstar across with the saddle, we'll keep at least one of the saddle trailers because that'll be what it'll be using. The Fleetstar, because there's no garage, will just keep using this back. The side, what's it called? The sideboard back, I think it's called. So we're not changing that, mainly because we can't, unless we go all the way back to Smithfield Dam. Right, okay, I'm just blabbering away and driving along and just forgetting what we're actually doing. So, as you've just seen, we've just dropped off the Scout 800. We're going to head up and get the watchtower now, see what this gives us. Hopefully find a few new things. Journeys go really quick when I'm just jabbering on. I've noticed that. Okay, watchtower is open. Let's do it. So what have we unlocked? Upgrade location discovered. Nice. Anything else? New objective. Okay. Corporate expansion. Ooh, sounds interesting, doesn't it? What have we got? So, fallen antenna is there. That did that say about that? Looks like a little boggy area, doesn't it? There. Upgrades over there. That's going to be tricky to get to with all them trees. Definitely need a scout vehicle. And corporate expansion. Okay. That's an interesting one. We need to go and... Oh, it doesn't actually give us the mission, so we have to go and collect it. Sometimes it does give you what it is, but 9 times out of 10 you actually have to go and collect the mission itself. So yeah, fallen antenna, we don't know what it needs, but we need to go and activate it and collect the mission. The annoying thing with that is you get there empty-handed to pick up the mission, and then you can't do anything with that because you've got no materials on you because you don't know what you need. So that's a little bit frustrating when you get to those things. But there we go. We've got to manually pick these missions up before you can actually do them. So we're going to go back, grab the scout, deliver it. That's still the plan. We're going to go to the Hunter's Parking, is it? I think it is. Yeah, Hunter's Parking. I think my reversing is getting better. As I said before, reversing with a trailer is different kettle of fish, but general reversing, not too bad. Small things. Right. At least we've got a few new things on the map we know we need to do and have a look at. Still, we need to finish Lumber Mill Revival. I'm 99% sure next episode we'll bring the Transstar and the Scout 800 with us. Maybe able to do both together. I wonder if we can convoy them. Or I don't want to. We're going to need a saddle on the Transstar, so you can't put the Scout on the back of the Transstar because it will need a saddle, which otherwise I would have done with a ramp trailer or something. More damage. That's why we need the Scout. So yeah, we've got to bring that across with a saddle. Maybe able to convoy them both. Otherwise, it'll be 2 individual journeys. Whether we show the journey, I don't know. We'll get to it when we get to it. I'll make that decision close to the time. But yeah, next episode I think we're going to need that saddle coming across. I don't really want to go all the way back from the Fleetstar, change it to a saddle, then come all the way back again. So I think giving the Transstar a chance. With his added power, I'm hoping it won't get stuck in the mud too much. I'm hoping the power will get it through. It's definitely got a better power to weight ratio. So I'm hoping it manages fine, especially with a saddle on. Obviously it's going to depend on the weight of what we're carrying as a lot of time as well though. Anyway, we're here. I can stop jabbering on to myself. That's why I love recording SnowRunner, because normally I would chat to myself as I'm playing and recording anything anyway. SnowRunner is one of the ones that you can just go waffle on happily. So that is done. That is the Scout 800 delivered to the Huntsman and to Hunter's Parking. So what is nearby? We are running out of time for today. We are very close to that half an hour mark that we try and do for each episode. But I would like to, if we can get something else done, it's a bonus. There is a watchtower north of us. Is there going to be a road straight to it? I'm hoping there is. This is either going one or two ways. We get up there, there's no road, and I go, we're going to have to end there then. Or we make our own road. Hopefully not do something silly, but we'll see. So let's head north and hopefully finish off the episode with one last watchtower. That is the hope and the plan. We might even find something else on the way, I don't know. But I think, yeah, watchtower will be a bonus really. Just got to get there. Roads definitely turned a bit different from before as well. The roads further south, a lot firmer. Bar that one long one down the one side of the map, that's horrible. But there's firmer roads in the middle, it seems. These ones are a bit wetter, a bit more mud.
What's this? That needs metal beams. So that's another one that doesn't show up on the map. We had a similar one, didn't we? Near the lumber mill. And that needs metal beams as well. Okay. There is no road from where we are to the watchtower. I knew I'd have got that wrong. Yeah, the metal beams will deliver when we can. We can get it from the log station, to be fair. So, tower is to our right. The map showed 2 different routes in, 2 paths, 2 roads. Oh, actually, 1 road and 1's a dead end by the looks of it. That is a dead end that way, isn't it? That's weird. We're not going to drive all the way around to get to the road. I think we can get across. It's famous last words, isn't it? I think we can get across some water. Not had massive success when we got bogged down with shortcuts and stuff, but hopefully there's enough trees, and then the shortcut isn't too bad. Because when there's no trees, then you get bogged down, you're in big trouble. We've done a little bit on our own steam, to be fair. Now the winch has to come into play. Right, come on, just keep pulling us forward. We'll get across. We're not finishing until we get this watchtower. I'm adamant I'm getting this watchtower. Come on. Can't let it be this. I kind of guessed in my head that I was thinking that, you know, we're going to get there won't be a road. The road will be further up. But no matter what, I was thinking, well, we're not going to use the road. But so far, it's not been too bad. I think we've made it absolutely fine. Just that first bit was a bit boggy. Using the trees was absolutely fine. So this may have worked a treat, to be fair, and saved us a little bit of time when having to go all the way around. And it has. There's the watchtower. Yay! We did it. Okay, let's have a look at what the watchtower unlocks. So we've got another upgrade location, and I did see a mission pop up as well on the bottom right. A new objective. A little help from my friends. Nice. Okay, let's see if we can have a quick look at these before we finish. There's an upgrade up there. Well, we're already here with the Fleetstar, so probably worth a look. And that's a little help from my friends there. And a trailer by the looks of things as well. Well, that is it for today. Massive thank you to you guys for joining us. Really appreciate it. We have managed to get the last bridge to the lumber mill done. Bob's bridges done. Lumber mill revivals. We've done the one of the trailers. We've also delivered the car to the hunter. So I think a very successful episode. More map opened up as well. We're going to be back next time with more SnowRunner, and hopefully some new trucks will be joining us in Island Lake. Until then, thank you very much. Have a good one. See you soon.